So you finally got your nut up to play KH1 on proud mode for the first time, but let me guess, you have no idea what to do. Well, welcome again. This is another mega giga ultimate idiot proof guide for your first KH1 proud mode run. So let's start things off with the first tip, and that is rationalizing your magic and taking advantage of the fill up magic mechanic that you don't have in KH2 in this way. In KH1, first of all, let me explain the rationalizing magic thing. Do not spam your magic. That is completely unnecessary. Be rational with it. If you think you're going to be using a lot of magic, go ahead, bring yourself a couple ethers, you will be just fine. Also, use the fill up magic mechanic thingy. What I mean by that, when you keep hitting enemies, your magic comes back. Take advantage of that shit and hit your enemies as a way to get your magic back. It's actually very effective and very useful if you actually pay attention to it. Second thing, pick your keychain wisely. This was another thing that I mentioned in KH2 already, but this applies just as much to KH1, probably even more, because in KH1 you have different length keychains. As far as I know, I don't think you have different length keychains in KH2. I might be wrong about that, but in KH1 I know for a fact that you don't have the keychains all of the same length. For example, you have longer keychains like the Jungle King or maybe Pumpkinhead, or you have shorter ones like 3 Wishes or the Fairy Harp, and you gotta pick your stuff wisely. Again, pay attention to what boss you're going into, and if you're going into a boss which is going to require you more long range physical attacks, go ahead and pick yourself up a longer keychain. Trust me, do that and it will help you a lot more than you think. Third thing,
do not be scared to experiment with abilities.
What I mean by that, for example, this especially is applicable to abilities like Sonic Blade or Strike Raid. A lot of those, of course, require a lot of AP, and you can't have all those things equipped at one time. Go ahead and, for example, if you're trying to beat a boss with Sonic Raid, it's not working, okay, remove it, give Strike Raid a shot. Strike Raid, in my opinion, is kind of borderline broken at times, and you can really take advantage of that thing a lot. Like, it really can save your ass sometimes. Abilities like that, like limit abilities, are the ones I really would like you to experiment with a lot and see what is going to be useful in that particular boss. Take a look at your abilities, take a good look at them, try all of them out, and see which ones are going to be the most beneficial for a certain situation. So that's that. Do not be scared to experiment with your abilities. Next one, do not rush boss fights. What I mean by this is, this is the best example of this, in my opinion, is the Dragon Maleficent boss fight, which in my opinion is one of the hardest fights in the game. When it comes to this, when you are in this situation that thing is like spewing fire, like the freaking darkness fire thing all over the arena, do not rush into there and try to get a quick combo off. This is proud mode. This is no joke. I have died way too many times doing that. This is probably the biggest mistake I make probably to this day, and that I used to make back in the day when I first played it on proud mode. Do not bum rush boss fights. It's literally just gonna get you killed and you're gonna get frustrated and lose your shit. Instead, have a good amount of HP, have a good amount of MP, and then if you have an opening, go for an attack. It's better to take things slow and actually get yourself to the win rather than just trying to bum rush in there and die really easily and quickly. And the only thing that is going to do is just leave you frustrated and cause you to rage quit. Next thing, and the last thing on this list, do not try to be a hero slash hard ass. This kind of ties into the last one, but let me explain. If you're in a situation where you need to heal, where you're low on HP, do not go in for that quick combo, do not go in for that easy damage because the boss is on low HP. Take your time, figure things out, go slow, wait for the attack to disappear, learn the patterns of the attacks, and then when you know that, you can go in and maybe go in for some extra damage or something like that. Biggest lesson I can teach you from this, that I've learned from my own mistakes, is simply to take your time and take things slow, and it will go a lot better than if you're just trying to bum rush them. That's basically it for me. That's it for this quick little easy idiot proof guide for your first KH1 proud mode run. And until the next video or stream, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you guys enjoyed the video, and bye bye.